Welcome to Learn with Us series for ICSE 8, Chapter Heat, refer to Innovative Physics. Let's dive into some multiple choice questions. Question 1. The change of a substance from one physical state to another is called A. Heat, B. Temperature, C. Change of state, D. Expansion. The correct answer is C. Change of state. On heating, copper expands more than A. Air, B. Steel, C. Iron, D. All of these. The correct answer is C. Iron. Now question number 3. When vapors are condensed to form liquid, A. Heat is absorbed, B. Heat is released, C. Heat remains unchanged, D. Either B or C. Answer is B. Heat is released. Question 4. Dash. Energy is responsible for the change in arrangement of atoms molecules of a substance. A. Chemical, B. Light, C. Kinetic energy, D. Heat. Answer C. Kinetic energy. Now move to fill in the blanks with the correct option. Question 1. Heat is a form of dash. The correct answer is energy. Question 2. When most of the solids, liquids, and gases are heated, they dash. The correct answer is expand. Question 3. When most of the solids, liquids, and gases are cooled, they dash. The correct answer is contract. Question 4. Dash expand much more than solids and liquids. The correct answer is gases. Welcome to True or False session. Let's explore some statements and understand the reasoning behind them. Statement 1. Heat does not cause expansion. The correct answer is false. Reason. Heat causes materials, including solids, liquids, and gases, to expand. When substances are heated, their particles gain energy and move further apart, leading to expansion. For example, metals expand when heated, which is why gaps are left in railway tracks to prevent them from buckling. Statement 2. Sagging of telephone and telegraph wires during summer is due to their expansion. The correct answer is true. Reason. In summer, due to the increase in temperature, the metal wires expand and become longer, leading to sagging. Statement 3. Bridges are mounted on rollers. The correct answer is true. Reason. Bridges are mounted on rollers or have expansion joints to allow for expansion and contraction due to temperature changes, preventing structural damage. Statement 4. Evaporation takes place throughout the liquid. The correct answer is false. Reason. Evaporation occurs only at the surface of a liquid where the molecules with the highest energy escape into the air. Boiling, on the other hand, happens throughout the liquid when it reaches its boiling point. Let's match the following items correctly. Column A. Evaporation, boiling, ice heat, vapor, heat, camphor. Column B. A. Liquid, B. Sublimate, C. Throughout liquid, D. Water, E. At the surface. Now, let's match them. Evaporation matches with E. At the surface. Boiling matches with C. Throughout liquid. Ice heat matches with A. Liquid, vapor, heat matches with D. Water. Camphor matches with B. Sublimate. Pick the odd one out and understand the scientific reasoning behind it. Question 1. Options: melting, boiling, temperature, evaporation. The odd one here is temperature. Reason: melting, boiling, and evaporation are processes that involve a change of state, while temperature is simply a measure of heat and doesn't represent a process. Question 2. Options: iron, copper, summer, brass. The odd one here is summer. Reason: iron, copper, and brass are metals, while summer is a season. Now, question and answer session, where we'll explore concepts related to boiling, evaporation, and thermal expansion. Let's dive in. Section 1. Answer the following in one statement. Give reasons with reference to boiling and evaporation. Question A. Why is wet khaskhas used for cooling a room? Answer. Wet khaskhas absorbs heat from the room, and as the water evaporates, it takes away the heat, cooling the room. Explanation. Evaporation causes cooling because it absorbs heat from the surroundings during the phase change from liquid to gas. Question B. Why does ether evaporate faster than water? Answer. Ether evaporates faster than water because it has a lower boiling point and weaker intermolecular forces compared to water. Explanation. Substances with lower boiling points require less energy to evaporate, which is why ether evaporates faster than water. Question C. Why do doctors advise putting wet cold strips on the forehead during a high fever? Answer. The wet cloth absorbs heat from the body, and as the water evaporates, it cools the forehead, helping to lower body temperature. Explanation. The cooling effect due to evaporation helps in reducing fever by drawing heat away from the body. Now, let's look at reasons related to thermal expansion. Question A. Why does a tightly fitting cork on a test tube blow off if the test tube is heated? Answer. When the test tube is heated, the air inside expands, creating pressure that forces the cork to pop off. Explanation. Heating causes the expansion of gases inside the test tube, which increases the internal pressure, causing the cork to blow off. Question B. How can metal bowls stuck together be separated by heating? Answer. When heated, the metal expands more than other materials, allowing the bowls to separate easily. Explanation. Metals expand on heating, so the outer ball expands more, creating space for separation. Question. Why is the iron rim of a cartwheel made slightly smaller than the wooden wheel and fixed on it after heating the rim strongly? Answer. The iron rim expands when heated, allowing it to fit over the wooden wheel. Upon cooling, it contracts, forming a tight fit. Explanation. This happens due to thermal expansion. When heated, the iron rim expands, and as it cools, it contracts, securing itself tightly on the wooden wheel. Next question. Let's define some key terms. 1. Thermal expansion. Answer. Thermal expansion is the increase in the size or volume of a substance when its temperature increases. Explanation. Thermal expansion occurs because heat increases the kinetic energy of particles, causing them to move apart, resulting in expansion. 2. Boiling point. Answer. The boiling point is the temperature at which a liquid changes into vapor throughout the entire liquid. Explanation. The boiling point is reached when the vapor pressure of the liquid equals the external pressure, causing the liquid to boil. 3. Boiling. Answer. Boiling is the rapid vaporization of a liquid when it's heated to its boiling point. Explanation. Boiling happens when the entire liquid, not just the surface, vaporizes, with bubbles forming throughout the liquid. 4. Cubical expansion. Answer. Cubical expansion is the expansion of a solid in all three dimensions, length, breadth, and height, when heated. Explanation. Solids expand in all directions as heat increases the movement of their particles. 5. Superficial expansion. Answer. Superficial expansion is the expansion of the surface area of a solid when heated. Explanation. This type of expansion refers to the two-dimensional expansion of a solid's surface due to heat. 6. Evaporation. Answer. Evaporation is the process of a liquid changing into vapor at its surface without reaching the boiling point. Explanation. Evaporation occurs at all temperatures as molecules at the surface gain enough energy to escape into the air. Next question and answer session. Let's answer some interesting questions. Question 1. Why does it take less time to cook vegetables in a pressure cooker? Answer. In a pressure cooker, the boiling point of water increases due to the higher pressure, which allows food to cook faster at a higher temperature. Explanation. The higher pressure inside the cooker raises the boiling point, meaning the water stays hotter, cooking the food more quickly. Question 2. How does evaporation take place? Answer. Evaporation occurs when molecules at the surface of a liquid gain enough energy to escape into the air as vapor. Explanation. Evaporation is a surface phenomenon where the most energetic molecules at the liquid's surface overcome intermolecular forces and turn into gas. Next question. Why is a small gap left at the joint when a railway track is laid? Answer. A small gap is left at the joints of railway tracks to allow for thermal expansion. When the temperature increases during hot weather, the metal tracks expand. Without the gap, the tracks would have no space to expand, leading to buckling or bending, which could cause derailments or damage to the tracks. Question and answer session. Let's dive into some important concepts. Question 1. Name the factors which can increase the rate of evaporation. Answer. Temperature. Higher temperatures increase the kinetic energy of molecules, leading to faster evaporation. Surface area. A larger surface area exposes more molecules to the atmosphere, increasing the rate of evaporation. Humidity. Lower humidity levels increase evaporation because dry air can absorb more water vapor. Wind speed. Increased wind speed carries away vapor, enhancing evaporation. Nature of the liquid. Liquids with lower boiling points or weaker intermolecular forces evaporate faster. Question 2. State the factors which affect the rate of evaporation in liquids. Answer. Temperature. As the temperature increases, the rate of evaporation also increases. Surface area. The larger the surface area of the liquid, the faster the evaporation. Humidity. Evaporation is slower in humid conditions due to the saturation of air with water vapor. Air movement. Wind speed. Higher wind speed increases the rate of evaporation by removing vapor from the surface of the liquid. Type of liquid. Liquids with low boiling points or lower intermolecular forces evaporate more quickly. Question 3. Show that equal lengths of different solids expand by different amounts when heated equally. Answer. To demonstrate this, take equal lengths of metals like iron, copper, and aluminum. Heat them to the same temperature and measure the change in length for each metal. You will observe that different metals expand by different amounts. This shows that the expansion depends on the material, as each substance has a different coefficient of thermal expansion. Question 4. Describe an activity to show that equal amounts of different liquids expand by different amounts when heated equally. Answer. Take equal volumes of water, alcohol, and oil in separate test tubes. Heat them uniformly in a water bath. After heating, measure the change in the levels of the liquids. You will observe that the liquids expand by different amounts. This activity demonstrates that liquids have different expansion properties depending on their nature and intermolecular forces. Let's next question, explore the key differences between boiling and evaporation. Boiling occurs at a specific temperature called the boiling point, while evaporation can happen at all temperatures, not just at a specific point. Boiling takes place throughout the liquid, with bubbles forming as the liquid turns into vapor. In contrast, evaporation occurs only at the surface of the liquid, where individual molecules escape into the air. Boiling is a rapid process, whereas evaporation is much slower. Boiling requires an external source of heat to reach the boiling point, while evaporation can happen without additional heat, simply from the natural loss of high-energy molecules at the surface. Finally, pressure affects the boiling point, meaning liquids can boil at different temperatures depending on external pressure. However, evaporation is not significantly affected by pressure changes in the same way. Differentiate between superficial expansion and cubical expansion. Superficial expansion refers to the increase in surface area of a solid when heated, while cubical expansion refers to the increase in volume of a solid when heated. Superficial expansion involves the expansion of a solid into dimensions, which are length and breadth. In contrast, cubical expansion involves expansion in all three dimensions, length, breadth, and height. For example, the expansion of a metal sheet when heated is an instance of superficial expansion. Meanwhile, the expansion of a metal cube or any three-dimensional object when heated demonstrates cubical expansion. Superficial expansion is typically used when discussing changes in flat or planar surfaces, while cubical expansion is used when describing changes in the total volume of an object.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Your support means a lot to us. See you in the next one.